episode of Rear Naked Locks. I'm Chato, that's Henry. We're going to give you guys a quick breakdown of yesterday's fights. Aspinall versus Gane 2 in Abu Dhabi. There's a bunch of good fights, a couple of disappointing outcomes, good reffing, bad reffing. We're going to get into it in this video. Like, how'd you feel about this fight card overall, Henry?
I mean, the prelims are good. The main card was kind of lackluster. But overall, it was a good night. It was a good thing this was on early, so I could enjoy the rest of the day after. But the card was all right.
Yeah, I agree, man. It was a bunch of, there were some pretty decent fights. My fight of the night was Delgado versus Wood, even though he got robbed. And we're going to talk about that later. It's just when the main event ends like that, it kind of just leaves a bad taste in your mouth. It kind of just throw away, you kind of just want to throw away the rest of the card, you know? But
yeah.
And then it was just the co-main and the main just didn't deliver as much as I thought it was going to be. So it just kind of was just was the card even worth it? But, man, I agree with Henry. The early start time kind of did save the day because I was like, man, I still got to do something else, you know?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes we have undeserved title shots, you know?
Yeah.
You get random results. But whatever. I mean, betting-wise, we did end up positive. We're up 0.45 units, so it's nice to end October at a W. Small win, but we'll take it, you know, because overall the month of October was not kind to us. We're down 4.61 units overall. None of our parlays did good. So around the world struggled. Around the rush barely squeaked by. Bar Galley squeaked by. Play of the week got rocked. There were a little miscellaneous bets kind of got rocked too, but it was a tough month for parlays.
Yeah, I agree. But it's just parlaying. It's because some of our bets are gimmick bets, like the around the world parlay. It's kind of hard to pick 3 fighters.
Yeah.
And then having to pick 3 fighters from different parts of the world. We could easily put 3 Russian fighters here and clear money, but we're trying to give you guys the most bang for your buck, but also give you guys a parlay that's kind of intriguing, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. It happens, you know. We had a good month, and then this month just got rocked. But minus 300 fighters, minus 400 fighters, minus 500 fighters. They're all losing. So hopefully November is a lot better for parlays. We could have ended better if we got some of the reffing, some of the judging correct. Jake Matthews fight screwed us bad. Delgado this week. Chito 2 weeks ago. That was a little closer, but we get those that go our way, and we're positive units. But that's betting for you. But let's start getting to the fights. Well, we got Amorim versus Inoue. I don't know what happened. Amorim must have had norovirus like RDR. She fell off a cliff and just got dominated. Terrible pick by us. I thought she would clear. I thought she would dominate, and she did not. She looked horrible. And, it's horrendous.
Yeah, man, I was looking at tape and fucking Inoue has one fight in 3 years or something like that, something crazy like that. There's just no tape on her, you know. You can't really say she's gonna show up this way, she's gonna show up that way. 0 grappling events, 0 footage, at least recent footage on her. And Amorim was this up and coming prospect that I thought and everyone else thought that she was just gonna come in and just grapple her and just take her to deep waters, which she did in the first round, but she just couldn't do it round 2 and 3. Her striking is horrendous, which I kind of expected, but I didn't expect Inoue to. She looked well-rounded in that fight. Either she is well-rounded and we slept on her, or just Amorim wasn't as good as we thought, or maybe she was coming in with some injuries, because it was a really bad look. It was just a really bad play, but on paper it was there, the footage was there, the breakdown was there, but the fighter just didn't show up, man. I just hate to see it.
Yeah, she had her back. It's just another event where a high-level grappler has the back, and they slip off and they lose a round because they get grounded upon it. It sucks because maybe in a different, maybe this fight plays out differently and she gets a submission, but that is what it is.
All right, next up we got my second leg for the round the world. My first leg was Amorim shit the bed, and then we have Maksum was my second leg versus Mitch Raposo, or like Tank likes to say, Mitch Reposado or Mitch Raspado. Man, Maksum looked good, man, in round one. But round 2 and 3, like, he just bad IQ from him.
Yeah. Overall, super good performance for Raposo. I mean, this dude, he's got all the skills. He's got good boxing. He's got good wrestling. He finally showed a complete performance, and he dominated a really good fighter. So, sucks for us betting wise, but I mean, we talked about it a little bit in the breakdown. We're fans of Raposo, so it's good to see a good event.
Yeah, man. And if you guys look at the odds, like that's back to back minus 300, well, like plus 300 favorite, like plus 300 underdogs. It was just a rough start for parlays all over the world, man. It was just the straight betting dogs in the month of October has probably been the play.
Yeah, 100%. It's a tough month for the parlay boys. And then we get nonsense like this. Chris Barnett versus Hamdi. This low-level nonsense. Barnett, his shorts are falling the entire fight. Hamdi's taking him down at will, and he couldn't finish him. He refused to put any hooks in. It's just honestly shocking at how low level this fight was. I hope Hamdi does get Walter Walker. I think Walter Walker takes that knee home and, hopefully gets Hamdi covered in the UFC because he's garbage. I just don't understand how you don't finish Barnett here. You got him down. You got him in fetal position multiple times, and you can't finish him because you refuse to put hooks in. Pathetic, bro. Get him out of here.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's like a joke going around every time Barnett fights. Like everyone's he's a fan favorite because he's an overweight, like heavyweight that landed a fluke spinning back head kick, and he just went viral. But yeah, man, I'm about to start leaning towards Henry's perspective on this. Like seeing low level fights, like it's comedy, but man, it's just horrible visuals. Like this is UFC. Like I would expect to have the best of the best, like like this, like a PFL, like LFA, like level fighters here. And honestly, I'd rather see Walter Walker fight somebody in the top 10 because I think he's ranked now. He's like number 15 or something. So just give him somebody that's gonna give him some adversity. Some like a heavyweight fighter with at least some decent takedown defense. And Hamdi, I mean, he's a can, so I guess he's on a win streak. So give him another can. But yeah, it's just Barnett's just buns, dude. He's just a horrible fighter. He's just a horrible fighter both ways, man. It was just, like Hamdi was the lock, but I just didn't trust him because he's trash.
Yeah, dude. It's just sometimes he throws, sometimes he doesn't. He decided to throw here, but then it's about pitter patter. It's a pathetic fight.
Sheesh. This right here was an absolute banger. I told you guys coming into this fight that this was my fight of this was gonna be the fight of the night. This was the fight I was looking forward to the most. And if you guys saw, I tweeted out because once the round roll parlay shattered off rip, I cooked up another Hail Mary. My first leg was Delgado. I was super high on this guy. I'm still super high on this guy, and like no bias aside, I thought he won this fight. At worst, I give Wood round 2 maybe, but Delgado was landing the more damage. The significant strikes was on his side. Dude's an absolute animal, bro. He's definitely an up and coming prospect. Round 1, he landed like 65 significant strikes on Wood, and he was just hit. Like Wood was landing like I'm not gonna say like it wasn't competitive, but I feel like the more damage was on the Delgado side. But I mean, judges, man, I think judges screwed me on this bet. It was plus 800 odds, and I thought the most sketchy leg was Volkov, but I didn't know that Delgado was fighting Wood. And then turns out it was a triple threat match, Delgado versus Wood and the judges. It was just like you can't you can't predict these things, man. Like me and Henry both thought Delgado won. The fans thought Delgado won. Like every Twitter post I saw, like every post conference, whatever, like Delgado won this fight, man. But Wood is a dog. Dude got knocked down with that head kick, spinning back fist combo, and he came back and wobbled Delgado. But man, I just don't see how you give Wood more than one round.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, this parlay, Chato tweeted out immediately. Delgado, Salkilld, Volkov is like plus 807. This hits, and we're positive in a month. It's just this is just unfortunate. I mean, like Chato said, props to Wood for toughing it out, but I mean, Delgado doubled them up in significant strikes, doubled them up in head strikes, doubled them up in body strikes. Wood did land a takedown in round 2, takedown in round 3, but there was zero control time. It was like 15 seconds, and it was like 30 seconds. Like, why are we still valuing nonsense takedowns in random fights, but in later fights the takedowns don't matter? You know, it's like I think Delgado. I thought it was closer to 30-27 Delgado rather than 29-28 Wood. Honestly, I thought Delgado landed the better shots in all 3 rounds. It's just unfortunate to see a young prospect lose a close fight like this, especially when he fought his ass off, and he should have had a big name under his belt. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see how both of them get matched up. They put on a show. That's all that matters. But it's just a terrible ending to a great fight.
Yeah, sad to see it.
Yeah. Then we had Walter Walker versus Louis Sutherland. Walter Walker did exactly what we thought he was going to do. He took his time. He took his time this time. You know, he didn't rush in for the takedown. He let Louis throw overhand right. He slipped it, ducked down, got him down, got on top. And when he was on top, honestly, he could have gone for the ground and pound, but he wanted to take that leg home, and he did. This dude, when he cranks vicious, bro. Like, he puts everything in these cranks and these on these heel hooks. So you gotta tap immediately. It felt like Sutherland took too long to tap, so he's probably gonna be out for a while. But another good performance from Walker.
Yeah, man, I agree. Man, anytime I see Sutherland, I'm just like, I just remember his post UFC physique. This dude was on the sauce, bro. Like, he's off the sauce. Back-to-back horrible performances. Yeah, man. Walker's a dog, dude. If you get a heavyweight guy with some ground game, like, you're looking at like this is generation of Frank Mir. It's just like, I think Walker's gonna clear a lot of people in this division just because they don't prioritize, number one, takedown defense, and then number 2, leg lock defense. So it's like his next opponent better be fucking drilling that leg lock defense, because it's like he doesn't even hide it, dude. He goes to the press conference with an ankle around his neck, like he's telling you what's gonna happen, and then you're not in the back like training that. Like, Southern is low level IQ from him and his team. But yeah, like just like Henry said, man, tap early or you're gonna be out, bro.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Walker, he's pretty much a bigger version of Almeida. You know what he's gonna do. He's gonna take you down. He's gonna work the grappling. Because, I mean, Almeida's biggest problem is size, but Walker's massive. It's just 6'6", 265. This dude's built for his division. I'm excited to see where he goes. Oh, we didn't get this fight.
God damn. This is another banger fight that me and Henry called. I mean, Klein, we knew Rebecki was durable, but we didn't think he was that durable. I mean, Klein had, I mean, you could call it 29-28, but, you know, Klein broke his ankle in round 3. I think it would have been a 30-27 victory for Klein if he didn't snap his ankle. But round 1 and 2, like, Klein was teleporting on Rebecki on the feet. I can't even remember. I think it was like 3 or 4 times where Klein put Rebecki on skates. But, dude, like, for some reason, like, Klein would rock him, and then he would take a picture of him, like, instead of, like, finishing him. Like, he did that 3 or 4 times. It was just bad visuals from Klein in that aspect. But besides him breaking his ankle, it was picture perfect, dude. Like, Klein would get taken down, right back up. He had nasty jabs, fast switch muscles on Klein were on display here. And, like, Rebecki, dude, like, his past couple of fights, he's been taking damage. This fight, he took damage. Yeah, I think Rebecki only looked good in round 3 because Klein snapped his ankle, bro. I think if Klein didn't snap his ankle, it would have just rinse and repeat. Klein would have got up and peppered him again.
Yeah, I was going to say I had fight doesn't go distance on this fight as one of my personal bets. And I was honestly in shock that it went the full 15 minutes. This bad beat by me overall, but yeah, Klein never looked better. Takedown defense looked amazing. You could tell this guy leveled up from that Gamrot fight. All right, man. But this was a phenomenal fight. Um, Rebecki's a dog, but man, this guy, I feel like this guy needs to take some time off. He's taking some vicious beatings. He's 33 years old, so I mean, he just has some time left in the sport. But I'm so excited to see who Klein fights next. This dude's a dog. Gamrot made him look a little weak, but it just shows how high level Gamrot is. But we'll see who to get matched up with next. But super good performance from Klein.
All right, next up we got Aliskerov versus Park. Aliskerov was my final leg of my run rule parlay because like I knew he was gonna do this to Park. It was a pretty competitive in some minutes of the round, but Aliskerov definitely had the power advantage. He was taking Park down at will, but Park isn't someone that's easy to put away because he has that stick drift, automatic stick drift, where he's just going straight at you like at all times. And like Aliskerov did look kind of tired around 3, but Park was gassed too. But like fighters like Aliskerov always have that get out of jail free card, which is just a takedown. And he was getting it at will, he was getting it at will on Park, and he showed it. But like I thought, like Aliskerov's performance didn't really like impress me because like I don't think he ever got like Park in a very dominant position to the point where they almost finished it. I mean, he was like fetal a couple of times if I don't remember, like if I remember correctly, but like he didn't get the job done, so it was just kind of one of those performances like.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was just Aliskerov did what he had to do. I mean, I thought he looked good. Um, with the striking, his technique looked a lot better. Do a lot of jabs. His cardio held up. I mean, he's been finishing everybody in round 1. This time he went the distance. Even in round 3, when Park was trying to pressure him, he'll throw the jab out to remind Park that he still has power. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how far Aliskerov could get in his division, but I mean, versus people like Park, I think he clears him easily. All right, man. This is a Bark Alley bangers. I just want to give shout to all the props here. This is his pick. Well, we're both fans of Salkilld, but dude, Salkilld literally killed. Monster performance. It's would cash super easy. It's probably one of the best prospects in the division now.
Man, put this guy on the Perth card in 2026. Dude, this guy is must see TV. He took this fight against a tough opponent on a short notice and obliterated him, killed him. Like, um, like it was like I was watching it with Rhino and like Henry and Tank, and they were all running their mouth about his lackluster takedowns. But dude, he was setting that head kick up nasty, bro. He was establishing the distance, whipping that body kick, shooting for takedowns, like attacking that lead leg. Went high one time and absolutely decapitated Mini Gaslam. Killed him. Dude, he was on the floor for minutes, bro. Like 2 or 3 minutes, wasn't moving. Apparently he was seizing, but like ESPN did a good job at not showing us. But other than like networks like Sky TV, they were showing that guy having convulsions on the floor. Dude, Salkilld is nasty, bro. Give him a ranked fighter next. Like I think he deserves it on a full camp. Give him another striker or grappler. Dude is well-rounded mixed martial artist. He's definitely one of the besides Talbot, I think he's probably one of the best prospects out there right now.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's a super good win for him to have. Nasber had just beat Jared Corden and Ribovic back to back. That's a good name to have under your belt. 25 years old, sky's the limit, man. This guy shoots a million takedowns. His striking is getting better. He's big for the division. I mean, who knows how far he could go, but to time is money. He's got all the time in the world.
Like that. And like I said before, we picked these guys at dog money, and then right before the fight started, guy was minus 140. I'm telling you, watch the pod early and cash on our dogs early.
100%. So you got to get in on Tuesdays, man. All right. Well, we had Alexander Rakic versus Azamat Murzakanov. This is why you don't pick guys like Rakic, man. He has no wins over any current UFC fighters. This guy's a glorified loser. He just knows how to lose fights. He'll look good for like half a round, and then he'll get absolutely murdered, or he falls off a cliff cardio-wise. Murzakanov hit him with a sharp jab when Rakic is coming in, and he went fetal. Like, he didn't go out cold; he went fetal. He probably could have maybe dogged it out a little more, but there's no heart in this dude. Jiri broke him. Ankalaev worked him, and now Azamat just completely dominated him, put him to sleep. Time to give Azamat all the credit. It's time for a top 10, maybe top 5. This dude's 36 years old. I say you give him either Jerry or Olberg, whoever doesn't fight for the belt next, and put him in that title picture,
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like, he's definitely somebody that's like dangerous to watch. Like if he fights, you already know like someone's gonna get laid out.
Yeah.
Dude is undefeated, 36 years old. Streamline him to the top. Like, if he fails, he fails. Dude is like a fucking MMA version of Bradley Martin. But like I said, like I was telling like Henry and Rhino, like in person, like Rack is only there for the blue check mark on Twitter. Like, he's there for the free hat and the free shorts. Dude is not a fighter, bro. Like, he fell off a cliff after he injured his knee against the Polish Power. That was the last time I bet on him. And like he let me down. I continue to fade him. I'm gonna continue to fade him until he retires. Dude is not a fighter. Dude is there just freeloading off the UFC name. Get him out of here, bro. But all the props to Azamat. Dude is nasty. Dynamite in his hands. That was a crispy jab. But like, I don't know if this dude has power or if Rakic's chin is just disintegrated. But like, either way, it was a good win by Henry. It was a good leg. I mean, like, if Henry, like, the reason why I didn't put him on my parlay was because like I went with Ikram for the Russian flag, but like I said in the beginning of the episode, like the Russians, like the all Russian bet would have cashed easy.
Literally, super good odds.
Yeah. All right, man. Next up, we got Volkov versus Almeida. Look, if you guys follow us on Twitter, I tweeted out it was Delgado, Salkilld. I was already salty that like Delgado got robbed, right? But I thought he won that fight, and I was like, well, like, let's see if Salkilld cashes. He killed Mini Gaslam, and like, he killed him, dude. Decapitated him, early Halloween present, and then Volkov. Nobody had faith in Volkov, but I had faith in this dude. Like, I'm just not a big fan of Almeida, bro. Like, he's a nasty grappler. I agree. He is a nasty grappler. I can see why nobody in the 205-pound division wanted to fight him because he's a nightmare matchup, bro. If he gets your back, it's pretty much GG's. But the thing with the heavyweight division is like these dudes are massive, bro. This guy is what, 6'7"? It doesn't matter, dude. Like, if you have a 6'7" guy on the fleet, like if you have a 6'7" guy on the ground, it's like you're gonna have to use a lot of power. You're gonna have some nasty technique to get his back. But like Almeida in this fight specifically, he threw no punches, bro. Threw no punches. Like, I get it. He dominated him on the ground. Like, I wouldn't be mad if they gave him the victory, but I'm glad that they didn't, because maybe I'm hoping this is a new start to the UFC where like they don't value no nonsense grappling. But to be honest, I think Dana White just doesn't like Almeida, bro, because there's a lot of inconsistency with grappling, and I think Volkov got robbed his last fight, so they gave him this fight. That's my opinion, obviously, but all the damage was on Volkov's side, even though like it was very few here and there. But in round 3, man, he was landing some nasty knees on the clinch. Volkov shooting for dear life on the takedowns. But yeah, man, I don't know. Like, Volkov is dangerous, but if he doesn't get the sub, dude is allergic to ground and pound. Like, just watch the fight. Like, watch the fight with Derek Lewis. He had Derek Lewis mounted several times, didn't throw anything. It's like, this guy does not want to throw, bro. He just wants to, like, he should just go into CGI, into like submission grappling. Like, I think he'll be nasty.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't mad at the decision. I just want, like, if this is the path we're going on, it's got to be consistent, Like, we've seen plenty of Russian fighters non-stop takedowns and no damage. We see it all the time with Murad. Be consistent, like, because, I mean, jiu-jitsu is the foundation of the entire sport. The sport was created on jiu-jitsu. It's like, if we're going to penalize fighters for being on top and initiating the grappling, this needs to be consistent. Volkov is also a grown-ass man. He should be able to get up. Getting taken down 8 times and held down by a dude that's he's like 40 pounds lighter than you. Just needs to be consistent. I'm glad Volkov won, just because I think him versus Aspinall, if he could stuff the takedowns a little, it could be super intriguing. Just because he's massive, his striking is elite. But Almeida, I think he got scared when Volkov reversed him in that first round. Volkov just muscled that reversal. I think he got scared at advanced positions. Horrendous fight. Horrendous. Almeida was minus 300, I think, and he shit the bed. So props to Chato. Another dog pick. This is our original Park Alley, and I chickened out, and we switched to Salkilld. But I'm glad it hit anyways. But if you follow Chato's picks in this card, you did damage.
Yep, let's go Volkov.
Yep. All right. Next up, we got Umar Nurmagomedov versus Mario Bautista. Super good fight. Incredible fight. Bautista shown he's at this level. He was not accepting the bottom position for the most part. He hurt Umar. He had him in a nasty like leg lock. I don't know if it was like a toe hold or something, but it looked like it was super deep. He was ready to snap Umar's leg or foot. But Umar is one of the best in the world. He dogged it out. He recovered multiple times, and his dude just a problem. You got to put him out cold.
Yeah, I agree. It was a valiant effort from Bautista, but man, it's just on every aspect, like Umar had an answer for him. No, it was just sad to see like Umar, like you could tell Bautista gave it his all and still fell short. He did stun Umar nasty in round 2. It was like a flash KO. That was flush. It was a knockdown, and he had that nasty toe hold in round 1. But I think those only 2 good moments of the fight for him. Like he did have some good scrambles, did get up and down, but overall, like you can tell it was a clear as day victory. Me and Henry like to say it was a pre-written scorecard, but for this fight, it was clear as day. Like it was 30-27. Some people I saw were arguing 29-28 because of that round 2 knockdown, but now I think I think even before and after that knockdown, like Umar was still controlling the fight, so I can see that clear as day, 30-27. But again, like I think Umar should fight somebody else before Merab, because I don't want the same thing to happen with Merab and O'Malley, where like O'Malley got destroyed, went back too early, and then got destroyed again, and then like nobody wants to see that fight anymore, Yeah. So I think give Umar, I don't know, like give Umar like Son Yudong or Peter Yan or just give him one more name, and then throw him into the title fight mid to late next year.
Yeah, he called out Zahabi, run that shit. I don't think Zahabi beat Jito, so I'll gladly watch Umar put Zahabi in his place because he's not a top 10 fighter.
I agree. Like I'm putting all my chips on Umar on that fight.
100%. All right, now co-main event, we got Verna Jandiroba versus Mackenzie Dern. I put a pretty good chunk of change in the fight doesn't go this fight. Horrendous bet by me. I thought there would be a ton of scrambles. I thought there would be a ton of finish sequences, but it was pretty much whoever wanted to push the pace would push the pace, and Dern just did a lot better. So I was like, we're going to get the takedowns that she can advance. So.
All right, just transitioning to the co-main event. Just 2 fighters that really didn't need to fight each other. They had fought once before. Dern beat Gus Bus, and Dern beat Gus Bus again. But I think it was just lackluster in to the sense where I thought there's going to be a little bit more scrambles, going to be a little bit more advantageous positioning, more ground and pound, more like jiu-jitsu being played out. But it was more of a Jandiroba just spamming punches just to set up that takedown. Dern getting taken down and getting back up. Dern playing a lot of off her guard, but not a lot of submission attempts from Dern. I don't know why she said she was going to take the Charles Oliveira approach, because like she didn't really spam takedowns off her back, but damage-wise, Dern did clear Jandiroba. Going into the 5th round, it was pretty obvious that Dern was going to win this fight. But yeah, like wasn't too impressed with either fighter. I'm just a little bit disappointed that Wadey left, because Whaley would have cleared both of these fighters probably in the same night.
Yeah, just unfortunate. I mean, this division's taking a lot of hits. A lot of good fighters are moving up. Because, I mean, rankings-wise, the next contender is Tatiana Suarez, but we just saw her look horrible against Lemos, look horrible against Whaley. It's hard to, they get excited for a fight with Suarez or even with somebody like Lupe Godinez or even Lemos. This division is in shambles. Hopefully, some good performances from these ladies in upcoming fights, so we could determine a number one contender. But yeah, super lackluster fight.
You got the main event of the evening. Tom Aspinall versus Gane. This isn't an anticipated fight. Like they've been going back and forth on social media. Aspinall's been saying that Gane's been ducking him. Gane's been doing a lot of moves on the side. I mean, Gane was coming off a good performance. Aspinall was coming off a good performance. So this was a fight that the fans wanted to see. But honestly, yeah, it was lackluster, dude. It was just when fights end like that, I'm like, God damn, like it was a nasty eye poke. I will say that. It was a double combo eye poke. But man, I don't know. Just for some reason, I felt like the fight could have continued. Obviously, I'm not in the octagon. Like maybe I just wanted to see violence and was deprived of it. But yeah, man, when fights end like that, I'm like, it's just like having to watch it back again. I don't know. I guess I'm just salty, but there's only 3 minutes of the fight. I thought Gane was taking over, and I don't want to say that Aspinall kind of took the way out, but it was 3 minutes of my opinion of Gane finding the range and Aspinall not finding the range. The visuals were on Gane's side, but it was too early to tell, man. It was too early to tell.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. I mean, honestly, this hurts more because it's clear and obvious what the UFC is doing with the matchmaking. We have a lot of title fights that are on hold. Clearly, they're putting things on hold, waiting for the Paramount deal to kick in January because we don't have Topuria lined up. Like Bolton is ready to fight. Well, wants to fight pretty soon. It's like it just sucks. It just sucks. We got a lot of good fighters sitting and waiting on the sidelines. So we got weird main events like Bonfim versus Roddy Brown. We got Onama versus Garcia. It's like when we have a super high level matchup and it ends like this, it just sucks because we got to wait probably 3 months before we see a title fight, maybe 4 months. So it's just terrible, terrible. But you're right. Gane was looking good. He stuffed the takedown. He stuffed the takedown by poking his eyeballs. But he found a range pretty fast. The jab was crispy, but I don't know. This is the way he reached out. He reached out, raked the eyes, and then he dug in. I don't know if it was intentional, but how many eye pokes do you see going that deep? How many eye pokes do you see? Like, usually when you see eye poke, it's just a quick swipe. No, this is a hand in the face and then dug in. So, I don't know. Gane has fouled fighters before, so who knows? Who knows? But unfortunate. Well, I'll be curious to see when the rematch gets booked. Seems like a lot of people are switching to Gane. I'll be excited to take Aspinall on money line again. But
like, I'm gonna say this: like it's gonna be very disappointing if they don't make this fight in this year.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. Honestly,
throw them in the December 6th card, final pay-per-view, add to it. But yeah, like I'm leaning towards saying they're probably gonna put it on the January card just because this is a high level fight and like they're not trying to give ESPN any more fights than they need to. But yeah, another 4 months of Aspinall and John Jones going at it on Twitter.
Yeah, literally. But yeah, let's start getting to our bets. We'll start off with around the world. Yeah, just more bad beats with big favorite shit in the bet, but I'll let y'all talk about it.
All right, guys. 0-6. It's not much to say, but yeah, man. Like MMA has to be the most volatile sport to bet on, especially parlaying these fighters. Like even if the path to victory is there, you do all the research, you watch the fights. But if a fighter doesn't come in well prepared, or they overestimate their opponent, or their game plan is horrific, like there's really nothing you can do, and it's just a hard watch. Amorim coming into this fight, one of the best prospects on paper. You know, like she's been subbing all of her opponents. She's fighting a girl that has like one fight in 3 or 4 years, and she gets completely dominated, dude. She looks like a low level fighter in there. Was getting outstruck, was getting outdogged. Round one was hers, but round two and three was a clear ass beating from like Inoue. So it was a bad beat. Round and Roll got shot in the face off rip. And then to add more salt to the wound, Maksum just didn't just like Henry said, he probably underestimated Raposo, and it showed. Round one, Maksum looked like he was in control with the early takedown, but Raposo was well prepared. Good takedown defense. Always got to his feet. Boxing looked super crisp. Like we said it going in that Raposo was a good fighter. He was getting bad matchups. I thought this was going to be another bad matchup, but I don't know what Maxim's game plan was, or if maybe he just came in and thought he was going to take him out in round one. But yeah, just another bad beat. It was two. I think it was back to back plus 300 underdogs that won, and of course I bet on both of those fighters. So it was a bad beat. And then the final leg, which me and Henry already kind of knew was going to hit, was Ikram versus Park. I thought like Ikram was going to do enough to finish Park, but you know Park is durable, dude. He is nicknamed the Iron Turtle because he's just durable, dude. He has that turtle shell. He takes an ass beating. But yeah, man, I wasn't too impressed of all three of these fighters' performances, even though Ikram won. All three of these fighters on paper looked like they were going to dominate, and all three of them didn't dominate. But shout out to Ikram for not allowing me to go over 3.
Yeah, 100%. It's just unfortunate. Russian heavy card, and we can't parlay the Russians, you know. But I did. All right. In the Rhino Rush, we had Murzakanov and Walter Walker. Honestly, this cleared a lot better than I thought it would. I was a little worried that Rakic would be able to keep the distance versus Murzakanov, but he kept the distance for like 2 seconds. Then he got melted. Murzakanov, one of the most underrated fighters in the whole 205 division. He just keeps winning. I'm glad he's being more active. I'm super excited to see him get a top 5 matchup. This dude he's composed. He's got big power. He's got good striking. He hasn't really been tested in the grappling, so I'll be curious to see how that goes. But good performance by him. And Walter Walker, he was fighting a fat heavyweight. This is what happens when you put a fat dude on his back. They don't get up. So props to Walker. Did what he had to do. Plus 145 odds. Hey, we'll take it. We'll take it. Cashed easy. Really not much else I could say.
And cashed easy money line. You guys would have made more money betting inside the distance on both fighters. Both knocked him on in round one. Crazy.
Yeah, wild. Fucking wild.
Sheesh. This is obviously our most highly anticipated, most profitable parlay here. Play of the week. Amorim got completely dominated, but man, I'm like hindsight's 2020. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I wasn't high on her because I was. I was extremely high on her to the point where I put her in 2 parlays. I was even calling it Subway sandwich because I thought Aspinall was gonna win by sub, Amorim was gonna win by sub. Amorim gassed out, no contest on the main event. Man, it was just a bad beat on the play of the week. Yeah, there's nothing much to say there. It's just horrendous outcomes.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's hard to say even if Amorim would have won, if Aspinall would have won. You know, it's like if that fight was playing out a lot closer than I expected. Had a bet on Aspinall land a takedown in the first 60 seconds.
Plus 700, plus 700.
Plus 700, plus 700. But Aspinall shot right takedown. It did get stuffed. And all said as Gane poked him in the eye. He did reach out in his face, but you can't really tell if he poked him in the eye in that sequence. But John Jones is just a better wrestler than Aspinall. You know, we really can't compare Jones' wrestling to Aspinall's wrestling. I think Aspinall's a better striker, well, better like boxer than Jones. But skill for skill, John Jones is always going to be the most skilled fighter that we've ever seen. You know, unless we see some super hybrid like Taporia continue to showcase like how well rounded he is. John Jones is a special breed. I still think Aspinall would have beat him at least at his current age, you know. But we'll see how Aspinall looks in the rematch. He definitely needs to come in with a different game plan because fighting Gane at distance is not the play, you know. You gotta make it dirty, get him against the fence, clinch him up like he did to Arlovsky, and then go from there. But yeah, we'll see. Horrendous beat by us. We did end up positive for the night, so we take that all day. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it was a bad beat. I mean, it's like October has been a bad beat for parlays in general, just because the dogs have been barking. And they've been barking pretty much every single card, like every single card. I always tweet it like I have a dog counter, I have a foul counter. There's a lot of fouls here. Like we didn't talk about Maksum's horrific cage grab and the various nut shots and eye pokes throughout this whole card. But yeah, on Twitter I keep a count on all the dogs, keep a count on all the fouls. There was a lot of referee interference, like with the referee standing up fighters in the Volkov fight, or like not taking points away when they should, but then taking a point away on this fight, but not taking a point away on that fight. It's just the inconsistency is clear as day on MMA fights, and hopefully one day, like it all meshes together where damage is the real criteria. People get penalized for missing weight, and then people get penalized for cheating. But this is the sport that we live in now. And on the screen is our October results, just like we went over in the beginning. Ronald Rush and Bark Alley is the reason why we've been somewhat successful, but the round of world has been 0 for 6. It's just a bad beat, man. Just hopefully November is a lot more kind to us parlay wise, because obviously the smart money is in like individual plays, but the real money is in parlays. So that's where we're at. But yeah, we're gonna have to revamp the play of the week. We've been talking about it. Come November, we're gonna have something new for you guys.
Yeah, 100%. I would want to say next week's card, ton of different flags. I think there's a ton of dogs that could be barking. We got the Bonfim brothers on the same card. We got Marco Tulio shown to be a monster, fighting Christian Leroy Duncan. I think I just want to say Adrian Yanez is going to knock Christian Quinones out. I think Adrian Yanez is going to be our lock, but we'll see when we watch the tape. I think Yanez is going to get back and he's knocking Quinones out, bro. Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. But thanks again for everybody who tuned in to our last breakdown and who's been interacting with me on Twitter and all of our social media platforms. We see all the new guys and we see all the comments, and we do see you guys. So thanks again for the support. Hopefully you guys like this video. We're Naked Locks out, boys.